Hello my viewers and welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, please subscribe because you will
Black people have the worst customer service in the world. And you can say that you don't agree with that because why? If we get our customer service better, we'll make more business. Bottom line. So you can say whatever you want.
When you go to the Chinese restaurant, they nice.
Black customer service is the worst in America. But the worst part is it's only in black establishments. When you take black people out of those establishments and you put them in high-end fine dining, their service is equal, if not better, than anybody else's. Like, for example, I went to this new spot called Winnie and Ethel's in Vegas. The brother named Samaji was my server. He gave me better service than I've ever had in any fine dining restaurant. The real problem isn't black customer service. It's the bigotry of low expectations that you're going to see in this next clip from his female guest.
Go to the Chinese restaurant, they nice to you. They, hey Ray, how you doing today? No, they just as mean.
Hey, what you just saw is the bigotry of low expectations. That is where a black person holds themselves down by comparing them not to the very best in customer service, but by comparing themselves to the worst. She uses Asian people as an example. I went to a Japanese restaurant last month. They bowed to me as they took my order. Can you ever imagine this black woman bowing to a customer?
I know these things are uncomfortable to talk about, but as someone who helps black businesses with social media and customer outreach, I'm going to tell you guys the same thing I tell them. There's a reason black men and black women excel once they escape black businesses and the black community, and that's because they're held to a higher level of expectations and standard. If you, a black business owner, want to hire black employees, you are going to have to hold them to a higher standard like everybody else does. You are going to have to judge them not by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character. You are going to have to help them rise up and be better people. It's on you. What are you going to do about it?
My service provider girlies, lashes, hair, all that. I'm about to help y'all. This is how y'all can stop going back to 9 to 5s. I'm about to give you some tips. Number one, go get licensed. I know ain't nobody want to say it, but y'all don't know how to do things that y'all were never trained to do. YouTube University is great, but y'all don't know how to retain clients, retain hair length, take care of hair, trim hair. Y'all don't know how to do none of that stuff that your customers and the internet is telling y'all that y'all need to do because y'all don't know how. If you go get licensed, go to cosmetology school, learn the skill, then charge the price. Because y'all be out here trying to charge $200 for a silk press and you don't even know how to properly trim ends. Second, I want y'all to go to the nearest Chick-fil-A. That's how you do customer service. Y'all need better customer service skills. Y'all realize that the people that you're providing the service to pays your bills. When you realize that, you'll realize you need to talk to people better. You need to consider people better. Y'all charge $200 for a silk press, and then when somebody may be running 10 minutes late, oh, appointment canceled, I'm not giving you back your deposit. You don't think that she gonna tell the next girl and the next girl gonna tell the next girl? Let me tell y'all something. A bad review of you will spread way faster than a good review. Remember that. Number three, if you have to constantly change your prices, that's because you don't know what you're doing when it comes to business. If you put in everything that you charge and need to charge for in your price, y'all won't be out here charging people for every little thing. Do better pricing. And here's the thing. Black women love self-care. One thing we're gonna do is get our hair done, get our nails done, makeup done, everything. And I'm gonna be honest, some of us are willing to tolerate a bad attitude for a great service, but y'all come with bad service, bad hair, bad everything, and then be like, yeah, $500 my. Fourth thing, go on the internet, see what all the girlies are saying. We are literally all saying the same thing in millions of different ways. Take everything that everybody is saying and do the opposite. It's literally that simple. Do the opposite. Tip 5, and this is the most important one. If you don't like doing hair, nails, lashes, or whatever, stop doing it. Because some of y'all be giving, I just showed up for the check. Our old hairstylists and nail techs and people, they used to love doing hair. They used to love the banter and the conversation that was going on in the beauty salon. They used to love building relationships. Y'all don't have that. Y'all will sit when the tools ain't got nothing to say. Somebody tell you something in your chair. If they baby mama came, you gonna be like, oh yeah, I do her hair too. Don't be gossiping and doing all that extra stuff. It goes back to customer service. If you enjoy doing hair, enjoy it. Take care of your client. We're trusting you with the thing that people have to see every single day. Care about it. Tend to it. Treat my hair how you would treat your hair. Don't send me out here. Y'all trusting people to wash their hair at home, and y'all be roasting people for having dirty homes. Think about that. Think about that. Wash people hair. Blow dry people hair. Take care of your tools. Why are y'all expecting people to come to y'all washed and dry, and then you put your equipment, your comb, your brush, your blow dryer, your tools on their hair, trusting that what if I ain't really wash my hair? What if I just threw some wood on it and blow dried it? Because some people do that, but you're gonna do their hair after that. No. I hope those tips help.
Man, do I have the story for y'all. A long time ago, my boy referenced his barber to me. He said he was a really good barber. And I was like, all right, bet. And I started to realize that he just did not care at all about his job. There was one day I came in to that shop and he was 7 customers deep. Did not do anything about it. He was taking his sweet time. And the thing about that is I had called in to make sure I could set up an appointment with him. The appointment was 3 hours past and I still wasn't in a chair. And you may be wondering, what is he doing? He's eating McDonald's. Oh, and if he's not eating McDonald's, he's chopping it up with the other barbers. And if he's not doing that, then he's chopping it up with his ex-fiancés or flirting through every girl that is coming through the door. I remember I saw him one day after I had left or whatever. Like, I never went back to him. I went to a completely new barber. And I saw him at an outside event. He's like, hey man, where you been? I ain't seen you in months and this and that and that and this. You ain't got a cut for me and this and that and that and this. I said, bro, you were eating 4-course meals while I was trying to get my hair cut. I could have traveled the world and came back and you still wouldn't have been ready for me to get in the chair, not to mention the other 7 people that you still had not put in a chair. When he had somebody in a chair, he wasn't cutting their hair. He was debating about some basketball topic. All right, bet. So I go to a completely separate barber. Still, black-owned barbershop. And no, I was not one of those who was only going to black barbers because they're black. I wasn't doing that. But I sure was not going to Great Clips. I set up this appointment with this dude, and he's trying to give me an entire shop tour. I need my hair cut. And the only real benefit that I was getting from going to either one of these barbers is that they were cheap. But what you're not paying for in money, you're definitely paying for in time. So we're just gonna blow past this whole thing because I'm like, no, I'm not even going to any more of these black-owned barbershops. This is getting too much. My friends were saying the same thing. The guy who referenced these barbers to me was saying the same thing. So now I go to this Hispanic barber and it's perfect. The same barber was over here referencing other braiders that he thought that I should go to because he thought that, like, my hair is great. They always say the same thing. My hair looks great, so it is really good for braiding. I was like, all right, cool. I get to this braider. She does really good. All this kind of stuff. I start making myself a regular. At this point, I've only been there twice. And then boom, out of nowhere, I never hear from her again. All right, whatever. So I go to another braider. I get to a completely separate braider. And I start scheduling appointments. It's the same braider that my sister's going to. I'm like, all right, cool. She gets me in, she gets me out. And then there's a point. I scheduled an appointment with her one day, a week prior to that appointment. The day before the appointment happens, she gonna say something. Can you reschedule? What? Can you do a sooner time than what you asked for? Like, no. Admittedly, I must have like misclicked or something and put the date for the day before instead of the day of Sunday, which is when I meant to schedule the appointment. But she agrees to reschedule the appointment on Sunday. All right, cool. Why is it an hour before the actual appointment she cancels? Oh, well, I wasn't expecting an appointment today and you had to reschedule because of miscommunication. And I had something to do today that I forgot about. Are you seriously gaslighting me right now? Into a date that you agreed to and then had the audacity to cancel an hour before the date is posted? Are you being serious right now? Oh, just make sure that you double check the timestamp next time. Oh, there won't be a next time. I go into a very much different Hispanic owned barbershop. They can fluctuate conversation while cutting. And yes, it does cost more, but it doesn't waste my time. And it still looks good. Actually better.
Before I go to bed, let me just say this. Do black people need to improve on their customer service skills? Absolutely. We are not perfect. And I think that a lot of times we just money hungry and we need to work on serving people properly and respectfully. However, you on here trying to bash black businesses just doesn't make it right to me. I feel like there's a bunch of people from different race groups who have poor customer service. And we can't just pinpoint the black businesses because we feel as though they're the worst. Because I've seen people who are not black who have given the worst customer service ever. So I'm from New York. A lot of black-owned businesses I support. And to me, they've been respectful. Most of the time, they just, in a hurry. But that's just New York in general. But overall, the customer service is great. I think we need to focus on critiquing our community and not degrading them so much. We degrade our own community so much to the point where we won't spend another dollar at a black-owned business because we feel that they got poor customer service. But yet, you will go to another owned designer store with no hesitation, even if they give you poor customer service. I've seen people go into Louis Vuitton, Hermes store, Chanel store, and they got the worst customer service experience ever, but yet they will still shop there. The moment you have the worst experience at a black-owned business, you don't want to shop at any black-owned business. That's so weird to me. Like, grow up and learn how to differentiate all black-owned businesses. Not every black-owned business is going to give poor customer service. Not every black-owned business, you're going to have a bad experience. You just need to not generalize all black-owned business like that. That was not cool. We need to start uplifting our community and making sure that we don't tear each other down, because that's all we have. We have Black Wall Street, and guess who burned it down? People. So yeah, I'm always going to spend my black dollar at black-owned business as long as I feel comfortable there. I'm willing to hold my people accountable, but what I will not do is tear my people down. That's what I'm not going to do on this app.
Now, our journey into this conversation begins with a bold statement asserting that black people have the worst customers, for calming, contributing to the notion that there is room for improvement. On the other hand, defenders of black-owned businesses contend that these perceptions are often influenced by pre-existing. Down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching and see you in my next video.